Good morning everyone. Right, I'm starting on the next miniature, which is going to be a shop. Now, when you're doing miniatures, you can basically use anything. Build your own display cabinets. This is just a piece of wood, a wooden disc, a reel, another wooden disc, little bead, spacer bead. It's paint. I've just painted it. You can paint it any other colour you want. That's made your little display unit. You can do a little table like that to display things on. You can do this one, and the way to do that is take a disc, add some flexible, and if it's not quite flexible, rub it on the edge of a table. You know, like a piece of chipboard. You need a 2mm because it's strong. Put it around like you've made a dish, cut 3 skewers the same length, and then make another one to go on the top. Again, you've made yourself a display unit. These are so easy to make. You can just add a few little legs like this, or make little chunky legs, whatever you want to do. Bit of foam, well, you can use foam board, chipboard or wood. This was just a piece of wood, and I've made a little table. Now what I've been doing, we're going to have a hat, glove, handbag, male, female shop. And what I've been doing is testing things out. This, I used a wooden block, shaped, and then put cork on it, because you can just have a bag like that and decorate them how you want. All the glue bits that you can see on the close-up pictures will be taken off. This one is made from a little piece of wood as a base, which is this balsa wood, cut and shaped, very easy to work with, but delicate, so you have to be careful, and paper. And I've just got a book with all these papers in that I can use up. And that's all that is. A little bit of leather on the edging for decoration, and a chain, bit of chain. That's all this is. And look what I've come up with. A little handbag. Like that. I'm going to show you how to do that one. It is so easy. Again, this was just a piece of wood shaped. These were studs. The same chain I used for the handle, I used to decorate it. I did a bit of leather around it. This is just a bit of fabric. Leather back, leather front. I did little eyes. I'm going to colour these because they don't match. I didn't have the right size. Different chain. That's that one. This one, dead easy, bit of felt. I mean, you could make all of these for your, make yourself a handbag shop, if nothing else. Really, really easy. So I'm going to show you that one as well. I mean, I'll show you them all. This, and it does need colouring and melting all the glue. I had to wait for it to dry last night. Was a bit of the ribbon that I used for the curtains in the last miniature. And a clip. And it starts off like this. So let me just get one for you. They just start off as those. That's a black one, which was slightly bigger. I had 2 different sizes. And you open them up. Right, pinch them together and take that out. And then you can add your own handbag handles. And you've got little holes in there to do that with, whether you want to use chain or whatever. Let me see if I can get that back in, like that. They already look like there's 2, you know, you could... All you have to do, you can use wood or you can use paper to block the ends off, trim that down, and then cover it in whatever you want. I just used a little bit of ribbon. That's it. And you can make a whole range of handbags. So that's that one. This one, again, is just some balsa wood, 2 pieces put together. And then just a piece of leather on each end. Always do the ends first, and then wrap the whole lot round. I just shaped it to make it different, and this is a stud. Now, let me just see. Jewellery pin, beads. Where did I put the studs? Oh, here. just these, the studs, and you can get, I have all different ones. The smiley face one there, look. Oh look, you can make a range of them. That was the one I used. And you just, because it's balsa wood, it just pokes right in. And that one is the one I used on this one. That one. So yeah, they're really easy to create. You can use these sort of things. Let me just get rid of that. You can use, this is what I use, the sticky back stuff, but you can use these. I had these left from the steampunk things, what I was doing, for decoration. This is where you can use all your oddments up. So that's that one. I put a little handle on. I match the beading stuff all the way around. This is metal chain. Always make sure that you've got a long enough handle rather than a too short one. And then this one is like a case, like a gent's case, I would imagine you can say it. Sorry, I'm just going to have to glue this down. What I have here, the miniature, I use them for my dolls. See? The miniature thingamybobs. Buckles. But if you don't have those, there is another way of doing them. And I'll show you. If you have any form of netting, and you can get this in different sizes, as you know. Right, so what you can do to make a buckle, which is what I've done on the belt, and I'll just, let me do that now while I remember, because I almost forgot. I just want to darken that bit there. Like that, and then we can just darken the edge. Like that. They're easy to do, and you get this netting, and obviously you need 2 pieces, so you're gonna have to cut just cut it, and you've made a buckle. Now, like I say, you can get this at different sizes. You can get it a lot smaller than this. So they're just other ways to do it. And then you could colour that in silver or whatever colour you wanted to do it. And you could end up with a buckle for a belt, or, you know, for a suitcase or something like that. So it's lots of different ways that you can actually do things. But like I say, I did this from 2 pieces of foam board. It was just the 8mm foam board, 2 pieces cut the same, glued together, shaped, just rounded off. Really easy with one of these, or a bit of sandpaper, or shave it off. Front and back, gone all the way around first, made the handles out of wire. Now, I have a little bit of wire here, which I'm going to show you. To make your handle, now where have I put my thingamabob? I always say thingamabob, right. To make your handle, you need 2 pieces cut exactly the same. Start them off over something like that, and that way they're always the same. Make sure at the ends, obviously, that they are the same length. And then take your little pliers. Where's mine? Yeah, okay. So I'm going to pull that in a little bit so you can have it where you want it. And the handles are more or less the same. And you just need about 1/2 centimetre. Turn that back. Like that. Obviously I've done mine bigger for you to see. So you've got that shape. And then when you pop on your band, which I didn't go all the way around with mine, but when you pop on the band, you just slot those in like that. And then put your band over, and then do the same on the other side, and you've got handles. Now with this, you could wrap string around. You could In fact, let me just do that. Just to show you what I mean. Look, I'm all fingers and thumbs this morning. Girls and boys. Girls and boys. Ladies and gents, I should say. And girls and boys. We do have children watching. If you're going to be doing it with string, what I suggest you do is start it like that, so that the handle's there. Join that first. Now my glue gun is, it's been on too long. I've been crafting a lot lately. Well, since early hours, should I say. Just start it off like that and then go back over it. You can trim all of that down. But right now I've just secured that on. It won't come off now and it won't come out. Oh, do you know, all my scissors are shite. Sorry. I know people say, oh, well, Fee, you say it as it is. Yeah, too right I do. Just wrap it round. See, I've got to twist mine while I'm doing it, otherwise I lose the... See, just keep twisting it. And then just here and there, yeah, I forgot to do mine before. Just here and there, add a little bit of glue. Because you've done double on this end, you're going to have to go back and do it again. Well, you don't have to, you do what you want. But you can thicken it right up, and then you can colour this, can't you? It's not hard, it doesn't take long, you just have to have a little bit of patience. And if you haven't got it, train yourself to get it, to have it. In other words, how on earth are you ever going to get on? Right, so, let's snip a bit of that off. I'm going to have to make a pair of these now, aren't I? Pop a little bit of glue. In fact, I would do it on the inside. And just wrap that in there, and then you can cut any remaining off. You know what, where's my lighter? Flamethrower. There, melts that in. And you've got yourself a little handle like that. So I hope I've not been out of shot. I hope that's helpful. But I'm gonna have to do another one of them now. But that's how you do it, and then they can sit on there like that. And that would have looked good, actually. You can decorate these up. I can put little studs here, which is what I'm going to do when I can find my bit of chain. This is why I save these scraps of chain. In fact, I'll do them in 2. When I can get them to work. That's it. You know that little, like a ball bearing trim? Like that. And just pop that on for decoration. Like that. Don't worry about any of that, because any glue left over, take your heat gun and you melt it away. Just don't leave it on too long, she'll melt the glue underneath. I didn't quite catch that, did I? Press that in enough. And then when it's sat on the shelf, like that, they just look fab. So I'm going to show you now how to do this one, which is easy. And if you haven't got leathers and things like that, then don't despair, because like I've just said, you can use paper and it's just as good. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. Let me just get organised. Put that up there. So, and like I say, this is lots of different fabrics and offcuts and things like that that can be used to cover your project. So, a little bit of this. Okie dokie. I'm gonna have a wider bag, I think, this time. There we go. Don't need it any wider than that. That will do. Take my sanding block and you just shape it. Do it one side and then you can turn it around, make sure the other side is matching. Like that, see, it doesn't always look. Now, Margaret, Mrs. I think it's Mrs. T7. Margaret, you know who you are. You make all the shabby chic things. These are great for your, you know, your miniature books that you do. So you can make yourself little different, you know, handbag ones. Make a handbag mini, because you make a lot of minis, don't you? Fabric ones. And I mean, it's only a suggestion, I'm not telling you what to do. Margaret knows. It's just that you can make lots of miniatures and add them. They're great to hang off or put in pockets in miniature books, fabric books. Okay, that's good enough for me. A little bit of work, doesn't make any difference, you know, it's not going to hurt me, is it? So, let's choose a different piece of paper. Let's see what we've got. I'm trying to clean up as well. Keep it tidy while I'm doing it. That one. I think we'll choose that one. I've got some colours that will suit that. So what I'm going to do now is to cut off. And what I've done is I measure it by this, which is 5 centimetres. That's big enough for me to play around with if I need to cut it down or anything. Yeah. Wait a minute. I'm going to do 6 centimetres. Sorry, because I did leave one on to turn over. So we just cut that off, and then take your wood and start in the back, at the the back of the bag, because it's just where you're going to join it. That's all. And we pop that. Turn it round, mate, on there. You can sit that down on the deck. See, like that. Don't worry about it, as long as it's stuck on, you're fine. Just glue the back like that. You can cut off any excess. you know, if it's gone over, just cut it off like that. Like that. So you've got that bag. Now, I'm just going to finish this bit off. Now, what you do is take the sides and just snip like that. And you fold that in like that. Make sure those two stick. Hold them in. It is a bit difficult, but just they will stick. Just do that. That's stuck. So this is the back and this is the front. So we keep the front as is, but the back we just cut down a little. And then just slightly round the edges like that, just to keep it neat. And then that folds in like that. So this has to be glued. I'd ease it in first and then come undo it and then glue it. So bend it first, like that. Now, I started, just bring that in a bit like that. Because you can then shape this. Like that. You can see if it's roughly the same, that's fine. Now before I do anything else, I'm going to actually put a handle on that. And I think I'm going to use this. It's just a small piece of the leather that I'm going to use to go around this as well. So we pop that on there. Upside down, of course, and then you do the same with that side. And then you're going to ease this over like that. Double glue on there, double glue on there, double glue in the middle. Now you can have these flaps a lot longer if you want. But what I'm going to do now is to get a little bit more leather. Right, glue this down. Just keep that there, glue that down. Take my strip of leather. And make sure that I follow the contour of the lid, you know, the flap. I know you're going to think, oh, it's so fiddly. Do you know what? It's therapeutic. It really is therapeutic. like that. Just do it like that. And cut that off. I'm going to make sure that bit's glued down. Like that. But I've got that so far. Little handles on there. I could have done this and backed it with its another piece to stop that being white. But hey, it's going to be stood up. It doesn't matter. I always like to, you know, do something like this. Don't have all your handles looking the same. You just need the tiniest little dots of glue. See, like that. And then you can put an emblem or something on the... Right, so where were we? Where were we? So now, that's what I was doing. Getting one of these. See that? And so what we can do is, we just pop that on there. As, don't go yet, decoration. Like that. And then you can just darken the edges there, which covers any of that up. And you've made yourself another bag. They're really fun. And easy. That's the whole thing, is they're easy. So you lot could play around just using paper and scraps of fabric and a bit of chain. Go to your car boots, buy all the chain that there is available. You know, scrap necklaces. You pick them up for pennies. Take them all apart. Use all the, put all the beads and whatnot into a tub like I do. And then you've got loads to play around with. And you can make yourself... Look how I've got a full shelf full of goodies that I can now put up on one shelf. Look at that. But I also want some colour in mine. Now another thing I've made are these, because I'm doing jewellery as well. And these are just... It's simple. So I'm going to make another one and show you how I did it. Okay? Right. So take a piece of wood. Here's my balsa wood. Do me centimetres, Fee. Take my pen. Oh, I'm going to show you that other bag in a minute. So I'm going to do one at 3. Okay. 3, 6, 9. Again, just make sure they're the same. 6 and 9. Cut. When you're cutting wood, push down. See, my knife's stuck. Push down. And then drag it. Pressure. You need to put the pressure on the ruler. Like that. Don't worry about bits like that. It doesn't matter. Okay, so we don't need that bit. But we need this, and they've got to be all measured the same, roughly. Like that. Okie dokie. So now what we have to do is to cover that. We just have to glue the bottom sections together. Not the top, just the bottom sections. So I'm doing it in big scale, a large scale, but you have to, for miniatures, you have to do it in a smaller scale. So we just do that, put them to the end. Like that. Okay. Now, slip and cut a V out. Slip there, cut a V out. Slip there, cut a V. I mean, if you want to make a box from, go ahead and do it. I'm just showing you a really quick way that you can just put one together. Now this really doesn't make any difference. I'm just going to slip that like that. In fact, what you can do is just slip them, you know, snip them first. You just don't want that showing, that's all. Like that, okay. So I've got my sides covered. And then I'm going to take a bit of darker leather. Make sure that's done. Pop that on there. Cut that. And that's big enough to do that as well. So we just put that on there. Now you can do this with any colour. So that's just a box I've made. I'm showing you, I mean, it doesn't mean to say that it matches for me or anything like that. It's just a really quick and easy way to show you how to do it. Now what I can do then is take a piece of this. Okay, so we've got that for now. Now, what I can do, so I've got another piece of this. I'll use this one. Just to tidy the... I mean, I could put beading along, lace around it, whatever I want to do, but I'm just showing you. Right, okay. Okay, so we've got this now. And then what you do, take all of that away. Right. And then what you can make are your rings. And for that, all I did was I took several of these. And where it joins, it gives you like a little flat bit. Sit them in there, like that. See this split ring? Because I collect everything and waste nothing, look what I've got. In a jar, I have, I'm going to have to put them onto something. Well, let's put them onto here. Let's put them in here. I've got these sticky back ones as well, which is something I can use. Now, just move that out of the way. I'm going to put that on there. And you'll see this come together. Now let's have a look. Oh, we've got a blue ring. So you can do anything you like if you know how. I should just move that out of the way. Oh, don't want to put it where I'm going to spill it. And it's as easy as that. And all you have to do, take the heat gun out on that. Like I say, you can titivate yours up and do what the hell you like with it. But there you go. I just put a little bit of ribbon around a cardboard box on that one. But that's how you make your rings. So I've got a couple there for my shop, which I'm thrilled with. Okie dokie. So now what we're going to do is this one. For that I used 2 pieces of felt, and what I did was I cut a strip, because I'm not sure how big I want the bag. I just cut a strip.